مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم مولاي صل وسلم دائما
Al-Huda Academy, our full-time Islamic school, was established in 2007 with 30 students in preschool, pre-kindergarten, and kindergarten. Today, we have more than 120 students from preschool to 6th grade, with facilities that include a state-of-the-art library equipped with laptops and overhead projectors. We are on track to move to the new Common Core curriculum, which has proven to be very effective. Our students consistently score above the national average and have won numerous awards. We constantly try to keep our students engaged by competing in various league competitions such as the Spelling Bee and Qirat competitions in the Chicagoland area. We have a deeply dedicated and actively engaged parent-teacher association which makes possible the many social and academic programs. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them for all their efforts. Ameen. Al-Huda Academy is growing by leaps and bounds. Aside from being a part of a 3-phase expansion plan of Midwest Islamic Center, we are adding an additional grade to our school.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Mrs. Altaf, the Vice Principal of Al-Huda Academy. I have taken command of this school since last year. Our school provides education for students from preschool up till grade level 6. Mashallah, we have a staff of over 20 teachers who caters the needs of over 110 students. And I'm very proud to share it with you that our teachers are all very committed, they're dedicated, they're certified, and they really deliver. We have a wonderful Arabic curriculum, and our Arabic staff is also very good, and they are also very professional. And students, by virtue of all these committed teachers, they are doing extremely well in all the standardized testing which they conduct each year.
8 years ago, we started a program, Al-Huda Academy. It was a tough program. Many young folks came to this masjid looking for help. And very small house, we tried to remodel that house, and we accommodated a small academy, Al-Huda Academy. We are taking this to a next level. We are trying to build a proper school, which is a 15,000 square foot facility, which will have proper classrooms, proper lunch rooms, proper offices. Right now, we are running this school in 2 different locations, in a small building at 1080 and 436, the one new building we purchased. We're trying to bring all into one facility, and that will have a proper school with a 15,000 square foot facility.
We have a wonderful library which has lots of books according to the grade and the intellectual requirements of the students. We have a physical education program, and that is also conducted periodically according to the schedule. We have an Arabic teacher, we have before care and after care facility also in the school, and we are trying to give them a tutoring program in the school also. So the students, they have very good one-on-one rapport because the class size is very controlled, and the students, they enjoy an individualized and personalized attention by the teachers, whether they're in the classes or whether they're in the aftercare program. Al-Huda Academy has a vision to provide like every facility which the public school students, they are enjoying. Recently we have added tablets into our library, and the students, they have their own login accounts. They log in and they have their reading logs also. Plus, when they go to for the technology class, each student has an access to technology, and all of you know that technology is so important because we want to make our students really competitive. When they leave our school, they should be able to they should not be lagging behind anywhere in terms of like quality education or technology.
Islamic education has to be defined from the word Islam. As Islam stands for a deen, it is a way of life. So Islamic education similarly is really talking about how one needs to live his life, which can only be done through this process of education. And this process is a process which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accomplishes. We make an effort to educate people, but at the end of the day, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will bring us out of the darkness of ignorance into the light of Islam. And that is our purpose at this school, and at the academy, at the masjid, at the madrasa, and everywhere else, is to obtain this nur or this enlightenment.
Our Arabic and Quran program is also doing, we are doing really good in that. The students, they are learning lots of surahs by heart. Plus we have the Islamic studies curriculum also in place, and our students, they are also exposed to Islamic studies standardized testing. Last year our results for ISSST were also remarkably good, and the students, they got really good grades in that. So it's the secular education and the religious education which is going hand in hand in Al-Huda Academy, and the students, they are getting very proficient in both the areas. We have started our art program, which the other schools, they are not even offering it, and mashallah, that is also one of the features which our PTA has sponsored, and I'm very grateful to my PTA that they have also a very positive approach for all the improvements which take place in the school. And our art teacher, she engages them in painting, she engages them in sketching and drawing. They make their like projects, and this year, mashallah, our art projects will be displayed in the local library also, which is also a very good achievement as a whole for our Al-Huda Academy students and the administration also.
Islamic school is a need of our community. This Al-Huda Academy, what we have experienced in the last 8 years, this tells us that definitely there is a need of a Islamic school. So we can claim that this is one of the fastest growing Islamic school in the northwest suburb. How we can grow? In the second phase of the construction, we have accommodated to grow our Islamic school. Since the parents of the younger child's parents, they have requested us, and what we see, the result, that they are moving close to the masjid because of the children. So this is the need of the community, and we are trying to address that need.
Last year I initiated the spelling bee competition in the school for the first time, and the teachers, they were also briefed. They worked really hard. Students were given lists for different grade levels. They learned all the spellings. Parents were also very they also partnered with all this program. They really put in hard work so that the students, they should achieve some distinction in that competition. And I'm so happy to share it with you that last year our student Sania Khan, she was a regional champion of Muslim spelling bee, in which almost all the public and Islamic school students were taking part. This year, mashallah, we have initiated another good program for our students who are in need of that. We have started the tutoring program in which the teachers help and support the students who are really in need of that. we call the students before the regular school hours in the morning or in the afternoon, and the teachers, they stay with them, they spend extra time with the particular student, and they help to scaffold their needs also in order to bring at par with the other students. So all the students, they are getting more help and more guidance from the teachers because they are really committed in all their endeavors.
We want our children to understand and to accept the fact that this way of life cannot be compromised. This is the real goal also of the school, to try and impact on them that if we try to compromise this way of life, we will be lost. It does not make a difference how attractive, how eloquent, and how successful the person who is living a non-Islamic life is. We have to understand, and we try to teach our students, that in Islam, life is not just that you are born and that you die. That the real meaning of life in Islam is that after death, you will be resurrected, and that there is a day of judgment, and that you will be judged for what you've done in this world. And what is acceptable is only that which is according to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Islam.
I think Islamic education is extremely important these days and than in the past, because our community as a whole is undergoing a very challenging time, and as far as their integrity is concerned. So when our young children and when they socialize with the other people around, so they sometimes develop very conflicting minds because they don't know what is right and what is wrong. They cannot discriminate what is halal, what is haram. So since we are giving them very rich foundation for Islamic education and our religious teachings and our day-to-day like salat, and they listen to the khutbah also every day, Friday. So this gives them a very clear and focused vision about Islam, and they don't get, when they leave the school environment and when they move ahead with their professional life and when they go to the universities, at least till that time they don't get disillusioned and they don't get disoriented. So I think never had that need to give them Islamic education felt so strongly in the past as it is the requirement today and in days to come also.
All the teachers have accepted that fact, that teaching at the school has helped them become better Muslims. And then we also want to give a sense of community to the children. The children do not associate with fellow Muslims through the day, and when they come over here, you have 300 Muslim children who are doing together or learning together about Islam and practicing Islam. This goes a long way in giving them a sense of identity. Our children do have a crisis with their identities. They do not understand who they are, and the school tries very hard to impress on them that their Islamic identity has to be at the foremost, and it is the most important. And inshallah, with the help of our parents, our teachers, the Masjid Al-Huda board, we have been able, or we make an effort, try to accomplish this. Jazakallah khair.
Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, la ilaha